threw up today. I eat plastic and threw up today. I'm super low energy because of it. What is going on, John Squad? Welcome back to the channel. We are in now INT week 3 against Mr. Kahuutz and the Hawaii Kamo'os. Gonna be a great battle. It's a scary battle, of course, because holy crap, he's got a Galarian Darmanitan and I have about -2 switch-ins to that thing. I'm sorry for the spoilers. But anyway, your San Jose Sharpedos are looking fierce and mighty this week. We're gonna go up against a great opponent and a good friend at that. But before we start the team builder, I do want to thank everybody for reaching week 3 of the INT. It's been an uphill and then a downhill battle so far. Let's try and get some positive reinforcement going this week and shoot right up into the standings, back where we belong, and keep our playoff spot. I'd like to also remind everybody that down there in the description, you can get access to all the things that the John Squad has to offer, including my Discord, access to me on Twitter, Twitch, where I'm live usually twice a week, as well as my merch store, the Pray For Us clothing shop, as well as the channels of all of the INT coaches. And why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the man Kahuutz himself. He is the man who put on the INT, the co-creator. No, he's the sole creator. What am I saying? He created the soul of the league. Go show him some love over on his channel, where he's going to be uploading his side of the battle as well. And while you're down there in the description, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Choke out that like button just like the water choked me out a second ago. I need you to help me get that water out of my system. Help me vomit the water is what I'm asking you to do. Purge from my system the liquid death, and we can all become whole. But I'm not gonna hold y'all up any longer. We can get right into the team builder. Coming up next is the team builder for INT week 3 against Kahuutz and the Hawaii Kamo'os. First up on the team, we're looking at Soul Plane, our Latios. Got the Choice Scarf item today. As far as moves, we're looking at Mystical Fire, Psychic, Surf, and Draco Meteor. They all pack a huge whopping punch. And of course, going along with that, we have our investments, which are 252 in special attack, 252 in speed, 4 in defense. And of course, we've got that Modest Nature, which is gonna be boosting up our special attack as well. Mystical Fire is going to be helping us out with threats like the Galarian Darmanitan, Amoonguss, Orbeetle, Bisharp, and any special attacking threats that this man has. This is also going to be my designated switch in, so if I see a Mimikyu, which he does have on his team, I click Mystical Fire turn 1 or Psychic, depending on if he brings the Bisharp or not. And if I don't see the Mimikyu, Draco Meteors for days. Next move on there is Psychic, which is going to be dealing massive damage to just about anything on his team, with the exception of the Bisharp, the Orbeetle, or the Claydol. Surf's going to be taking care of threats like that Rotom Heat, the Aerodactyl, and the Claydol. And then Draco Meteor, like I said before, and I'll say it again, it packs a mean punch against just about anything that Kahuutz has, except for that Mimikyu. So if we don't see Mimikyu on the other side today, boom, shakalaka, we're done. We're good. We can Draco Meteor in and just fucking switch out, and we're faster than all his mons. It's gonna be a good time. Next up on the team is Bofa, our Ferrothorn, rocking leftovers this week. And the Iron Barb's ability, which is going to be helping us against those physical threats, getting any residual damage, any chip damage off on any contact moves. Of course, it's the best ability you get, so of course I brought it this week. As far as moves, we are looking at Protect, Leech Seed, Stealth Rocks, and Gyro Ball. We did go for more of a supporting set this week. We really need to do a ton of chip to Kahootz's team to be able to break down his wall. And get his offense chipped down as much as humanly possible. That's why we've got both Leech Seed and Stealth Rocks on there. This thing basically hardwalls all of his physical attackers and the Amoonguss that's going to be on the other side. Basically, if I see an Amoonguss out, I immediately switch into this thing, click either Stealth Rocks or Leech Seed, because Amoonguss legitimately can't do a single thing to this mon. Its main 2 moves are Spore and Toxic, and guess what doesn't work against this mon? Spore and Toxic. It's a Grass Steel type, arguably the best Grass Steel type in the game. Like I said, it comes in on Amoonguss, it clicks Stealth Rocks or Leech Seed, we get residual damage on anything that comes in, forces him to try and go defog. You know the drill. We bada bing, bada boom. We've got Protect on there to help us recover from Leech Seed and leftovers without getting hit that turn. And then Gyro Ball helps us out with very fast threats, and of course does a chunk of damage to the Claydol if it ends up going for a Rapid Spin. And how could I forget this man's EVs? We're rocking 228 in HP, 24 in attack, 188 in defense, and 68 in special defense. Next up on the chopping block this week, we've got Majesty, our Sylvally, with the Fairy Memory. We are going Fairy Memory. We are going Ephemeral Artery. We're going Fairy Memory this week because holy boy, there's a Komodo on the other side of this battle, and I want to be able to hit a ×4 multi-attack on it, because gee willikers, that will do a chunk of change to that thing. Of course, we've also got Swords Dance, Flame Charge, and Psychic Fangs, as well as that multi-attack, of course. This is our endgame Mon here. If we're put into a difficult position where any other Mon cannot sweep, this Mon 9 times out of 10 can come in, sweep, make a nice little mound of dirt out of the sweepings, take it up into a dustpan, and then throw it out in the garbage. Got Flame Charge and Swords Dance gonna be helping us get our boosts, of course. Multi-attack's gonna be doing massive damage to absolutely everything on this team, with the exception of that Rotom and the Amoonguss. And Psychic Fangs helps us out with literally anything else that doesn't get hit hard by that multi-attack. We're rocking 252 in attack, 4 in defense, and 252 in speed with the Jolly Nature, which is going to be boosting our speed more. Basically, we go fast, we hit hard with this thing, but mostly in the end game. All right, next up is our Mon, our fastest Mon in our team. We've got Chalky Milk, our Tapu Koko, with the heavy duty boots this week. There is an Orbeetle on the other side, so I don't want to be caught getting chipped down by any stealth rocks from any of the other Mons, but also the sticky webs are also a very big problem for me as well, so I don't want none of that. None of it! We've got U-Turn, Taunt, Dazzling Gleam, and Nature's Madness on this thing this week. Taunt is on there specifically for sub-Salic G-Darm, period. If I see Galarian Darmanitan come in, I'm immediately going into Tapu Koko. There's no question about it. Taunt hits through substitutes, so I can make sure that he does not get a belly drum off. I'll U-turn out, which should kill the substitute, and then I go out into Buzzwole, which can absolutely tank hits from the Galarian Darmanitan. Dazzling Gleam's on there, of course, to take care of things like the Komodo. And then Nature's Madness helps us take care of his walls. Nature's Madness, for those of you who don't know, automatically does 50% damage no matter what. 50% of the Mon's health is done, so goodbye, don't see ya, get out of here. As long as they've got no recovery, we're good. We're Gucci, even. Massive damage for free 99. And then, of course, investments, we're looking at 252 in special attack, 4 in special defense, and 252 in speed with a hasty nature, which is going to be boosting our speed. And then we die to anything that's a physical hit anyway, so it really doesn't matter if we've got negative speed investment. We're cool with it. It's fine. It's good. We've come to terms with it. Have you? Next up on our team, we're looking at Big Suck, our Buzzwole, with the Rocky Helmet once again this week. Big Suck here is going to be one of our defensive switch-ins in addition to Bofa. A lot of Kahuutz' Mons are physical Mons, so it's important to have that really strong offensive defense. Defensive offense? High defense as opposed to special defense. That's what I'm looking for here. As far as moves this week, we're looking at Drain Punch, Dual Wing Beat, Roost, and Ice Punch. This is a more of a stall-y type set this week. Drain Punch is going to be helping us recover, as well as Roost. It's also going to be doing a ton of damage to the threats on that team, like the Bisharp, the Galarian Darmanitan, and the Cincino. Dual Wing Beat is going to be helping us break through substitutes, like on that Galarian Darmanitan, or potentially the Komodo. Ice Punch is also for threats like the Komodo, the Amoonguss, the Aerodactyl, and of course, the Claydol. As far as investments, we've got 148 in HP, 252 in defense, and 108 in speed, with of course the Impish Nature, which is going to be helping us out with that defense stat as well. And then last but not least, we're looking at Mewmore, our Mandy Buzz, also rocking the heavy duty boots this week, and the ability Overcoat, because Spore on the Amoonguss doesn't get past Overcoat. Overcoat stops Spore and things like Spore and Leech Seed from working. Mewmore is rocking with Toxic, Defog, U-Turn, and Dual Wing Beat this week. Toxic is going to be helping us out with primarily the Rotom Heat. That Mon bodies us pretty well. I'll be completely honest, so Mewmore is going to Toxic it, hopefully. Defog's on there to get rid of any hazards. U-Turn also, just for some momentum's sake, maybe take a hit here and there. And then Dual Wing Beat is going to be helping us out with the substitutes again, and is also really effective on Mons like the Amoonguss and the Komodo. But this thing is our secondary Amoonguss switch-in. Amoonguss really can't do anything to this thing except maybe Toxic it back, but that's about it. First turn, always I'm going Ferrothorn against the Amoonguss, but Mewmore here is going to be packing a wallop, I tell you. A damn and wall 'em. And as far as investments, we're looking at 220 in HP, 84 in attack, 204 in special defense, and of course that impish nature, again, boosting our defense for us, helping us out a little bit. She's already got a bit of a high defense, and you know, we're doing the thing. We're gonna win the points, and hopefully we go past the confines of Kahootz's offense, break it down his walls, and come out on top. I know the man's a little salty. He got 6-0'd by Mario last week, but you know what? It's time to get wrecked and decked, baby. That has been your team builder. Those were the San Jose Sharpedos for week 3 against Kahuutz and the Hawaii Kamo'os. Battle's coming up. Go ahead and grab your popcorn. Go ahead and grab your latex gloves. This one's gonna be sticky and weird. You're not gonna wanna miss it. Stick around. Why is it gonna be sticky and weird? Who the fuck? Who? What Mons battle is sticky and weird? Let me just make sure that's all hunky-dory. Yeah. Just waiting on Kahuutz a little bit. He said he's gonna do an intro, and we should be Gucci. I'm looking at my phone. Where's my pen? I wanna write down his team. Physically writing down his team. Imagine that. I'm not nervous at all. I'm nervous to get 6-0'd by G-Dar. That's what I'm nervous about. That's what I'm nervous about. Okay, we did connect. He brought almost the same team that Shay brought in our mock, which is good. Let's see, we've got Swamp. We've got G-Darm. We've got Mimikyu, Arrow, Rotom, and Claydol. He's almost definitely got Rapid Spin on that Claydol, which is going to be good for us. Let me write it down once more just so I have it again. G-Darm, Mimi, Arrow, Rotom, Claydol. So it's probably a bulkier Rotom set, possibly with Defog, probably not. Claydol's probably got the Majesty's got no item. Hold on a second. Haha. Can we run that back a second? All right, so we're gonna link back up. Kahuutz is giving me the okay. I don't know how that happened. The fuck? All right, we are back to recording. We have agreed to the same leads as before, which is perfectly cool. Everything is fine now. I don't know why, but still Valley didn't gen with the fairy memory. Y'all saw it in my team prep. Y'all saw it going into the battle. I fucked up, and JV can confirm that I did not regen any of my Mons because I was using his genning bot. Fucking A, dude. Fucking A. We are guaranteed faster than that G-Darm off rip though, so I guess the coin toss there is, do I want to Frosty gets sent out? Is the G-Darm do I want to click Draco Or do I want to click the Psychic? I really want to click Psychic. It does do a ton. It basically guarantees that he can't belly drum, so I'm going to go ahead and click Psychic. He might go for a U-turn here, which is okay too. Draco does a ton, but we saw the Mimikyu there. I did stay in. I'm probably going to lose this thing. He gets the Salic. He goes for the sub, but he doesn't get the sub. And he does go into Zen mode, which is gonna, which means that Icicle Crash is gonna hurt a ton. Who's gonna take this hit better? Is it gonna be Big Suck, or is it gonna be Bofa? I'm absolutely going into. I think it's Big Suck. I think Big Suck's gonna take the hit better, because if he goes for a Flare Blitz on the suspected switch in, then so yeah, he can't sub and he can't belly drum. That's really good for us. Goes for an Ice Punch, which is cool with me. Kind of weird that he went for Ice Punch over the Icicle Crash. He might just lose this thing off rip. I'm gonna go ahead and click Dual Wing Beat. He is faster than us, but I think he might just sack this thing. And if he doesn't sack it, then good on us. We get potentially, he could go into the Mimikyu. And if he does, then we break the disguise, and that's really good for us. G-Darm is almost dead. That is very, very bueno for us. He used Ice Punch again. Is he going to try and go for the freeze, or is he going to go for the Rocky Helmet Death? He's going for the Rocky Helmet Death, apparently. I should have gone for the Roost there, but, you know, you win some, you lose some. G-Darm's down. The biggest threat that I saw is on his team is down, which is incredible. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, of course. Buzz took out the G-Darm with the Rocky Helmet. Can't eat berries, which is A-okay with me. What else does this thing wall? I didn't really bring anything for this guy. I think I'm just gonna hit the Ice Punch myself. Hope he doesn't go for a he goes for the Dual Wing Beat himself, which is gonna do Rocky Helmet damage 2 times to him, which is A-okay with me. We get this thing down, which is really cool. We're just gonna clean this thing up with Soul Plane, I think. We should be faster than that arrow. As long as it's not Scarf Arrow. And even then, if he's Scarf Arrow, then he switches out and we hit big damage on something else. So Psychic, cool. I could have gone for the Surf, actually. He's got three things on his team that are weak to water types. He stayed in. Latios is gonna pick up the kill on the arrow. Arrow goes down to Lottie. We still are looking very good here. Looking very, very good here for us. Everything on my team outspeeds. Period. He could go for a Stealth Rock, to which I'm gonna go for the safe switch. A lot of my mons don't like, do not like ice attacks, 2 of them being Lottie and Mandy. We can absolutely live an attack, but I want to keep Lottie because it's faster than everything. And that could obviously be a late game sweeper for us. With Drew Dreidel, that's okay with me. Does he go for Rotom? He does go for Rotom, which kind of sucks for us. Honestly, what does Rotom do? What does Rotom do to Soul Plane? I do kind of want to get it chipped, though. So you know what? I'm going to go into Chalky Milk. I'm going to hit a U-turn, or potentially a Nature's Madness. depending on what this guy does. Did he go for the overheat? Do we see the overheat? He went for the nasty plot, which is not good. Definitely not good for us. However, if we do end up losing this man, choice, scarf, Lottie kills. Period. Yep, that does the 50%. He goes for the overheat, which we won't tank. Because holy crap, that did a lot of damage. Okay, Coco's down, which kind of sucks. So we've lost so far just Coco and Buzz. We come in with Soul Plane here. I think we just click... We click Surf. We absolutely click Surf. I just gotta hope this thing's not Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is not something that we can absolutely eat, unfortunately. I wonder what he does. I wonder what he does here. Withdrew Diego, or Fuego Diego. He does go into Dreidel. Ooh, and it eats that first water type hit. Let's see how much damage this does. Not a ton. That only did half. That's crazy. He withdrew Dreidel immediately. I cannot go into anything else. I'm gonna go right back into Bofa here. That was a good play on his part. Scout out that Surf. Use Toxic. We love to see it. We absolutely love to see it. That means we can get up a free Leech or a free Stealth Rock. I'm gonna opt for Stealth Rock. I'm gonna make this man do some switching. Let's see what he can do. Use Earth Power. We eat it. We absolutely eat it. Now he knows we're lefties because he did some damage to us. And then this is a very, very free Leech Seed. As long as we can hit it, we're getting chip damage on one or two things. If he decides to switch out here, we get chip damage on whatever comes in, as long as it's not heavy duty boots. We also get to find out if the Rotom is heavy duty boots. Use Earth Power again. Uses Leech Seed. The Leech Seed does unfortunately miss. But, you know, we tanked that first Earth Power. We can tank another one. Absolutely. At this point, he might switch out because he knows I've got the Leech Seed. I think Gyro is good here. Honestly, Gyro, Leech Seed, or Protect is probably a-okay. Goes for another Earth Power. So we're gonna hit. Oh, I think he might be going for the Spadef drop. We do land the Leech Seed. I'm gonna hit Protect next turn, so we can get all the chips, all the chips down. His choices are swap into Mimikyu, or hit another Earth Power and hope for the Spadef drop, which he does not swap, which is very good for us. We, of course, get the Leech Seed and the leftovers recovery back. This is looking like a very good game for us. I'm going to hit Gyro Ball right here, predicting the Mimikyu switch. Goes for another Earth Power. I believe he is going for that Spadef drop. And we are going to end the turn getting that Leech Seed up. That Leech Seed death on the Claydol. Very good for us. Very good for us. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm gonna get the lead. I'm gonna get a lead seat up. Why not? I deserve it. Goes for a Swords Dance. I expected this of you, Mr. Kahuutz. I expected this of you. Now with this turn and the next turn, we should be getting more Leech Seeds up. It's very hard to say if this man is going to go for another Swords Dance, which would absolutely be a good play for him, or if he's going to go for a Drain Punch here. I think he might go for the extra Swords Dance, so it's going to be very beneficial for us to go for a Gyro Ball here. He goes for the Drain Punch. Does not kill. Does a ton of damage, but does not kill. Iron Barbs is going to come off in a second, maybe? Yeah, Iron Barbs. There you go. Oh, Protective Pads. It's Protective Pads. Okay. Break the Disguise. That's A-okay with me. We are lefties still. And the... That did a lot. That did do a lot, though. He could kill right here with a Drain Punch, or he could go for another Swords Dance. I think he's going to try and kill. He's trying to go for the kill. Please don't click Swords Dance. He clicked Drain Punch. That's very good for us. Let me get that lefty's recovery back. So at this point, with the Leech Seed, he does, if I'm not mistaken, he does have to go for another Drain Punch. Well, absolutely he has to go for another Drain Punch. I don't know if that kills. But I'm going to click Gyro Ball anyway, because he's going to take, oh, he's not going to take the damage there. Does it kill? It does not kill. But we absolutely are going to hit very, very, very hard with this Gyro Ball here. It puts him back up to full. Now, Gyro, do you kill? Gyro does, in fact, kill. Pharaoh picks up on a kill on the Mimikyu. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? He does still have nasty plotting Rotom in the back. It is chipped down quite a lot. And then we also have that Stealth Rock up. Fuego Diego. Is Fuego Diego going to be taking rocks damage? It is not, so it is absolutely choice. Or not choice. Heavy Duty Boots. I'm going to hit the Leech Seed. I don't think he goes for Overheat here. I think he goes for a nasty plot. And if he does go for Overheat, that's good for us. Because we can just regular swap. He's down 2. He's forced to switch in. I'm going to go for the endgame here. And I'm just going to go into Majesty. I'm going to click Swords Dance. At this point, he does not know what typing I am. Hopefully that stays that way. He decides to stay in. He might go for the Volt Switch. Pain Split. That's not very good for us. But he is down 2. Now the choice is mine. Do I want to go for a second Swords Dance? I kind of want to go for a second Swords Dance. No matter what he does here, as long as he doesn't, like, Toxic me, he might Volt Switch, actually. I can go for Psychic Fangs and just clean up. Goes for the Overheat. Not going to do too much. Also puts him down some more. So even if he does try and go for the what's the word? If he tries to go for the Volt Switch, we do in fact take that hit. Psychic Fangs is it does not kill. He goes for the Discharge. Does the Discharge? Oh my god, that's crazy. He's bulky as hell, dude. Psychic Fangs, +4 Psychic Fangs did not kill this man. Holy crap, he must be max. He must be max attack, max defense. Absolutely. Mimikyu goes down to Silvally. Silvally picks up its first kill of the season. Oh no, sorry. Rotom goes down to Silvally. And this is Richter. Now, I'm hoping this thing's not choiced. It's obviously not heavy duty boots. Am I going to lose him on here? I'm going to click multi-attack and hope for the best. Does multi-attack kill here? Multi-attack does in fact pick up the final kill. Cool. We win this one 3-0. Kahuutz, big ups to you, brudda, for bringing me into the league, for having a great game. You had me on the edge of my seat. It is very unfortunate that your Salic popped off of that Psychic for you, but, you know, you roll with the punches. You got to do what you got to do, and you put up one hell of a fight. That was a very, very scary. That was a very scary matchup for me. I'm glad you could be my week 3 opponent. Thank you so much. I'm going to join call. We're going to talk it out. We're going to see the things they're doing, the things that we're doing. I'm now 2-1 against Mr. Kahuutz himself in all leagues that we've been a part of. I've got the upper hand now, man. But good ups to you, dude. Hope you had a great battle. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching the battle. We picked up our second win of the season. Pharaoh putting in absolutely all of the work. Yeah, join us next week for our match against CB Marcus and the Rose City Roselias. In the meantime, don't be a Nazi. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.